What's going on, people? Welcome back to our Arsenal transfer news video update. Of course, every single day you get the latest Arsenal transfer news and rumours. Wow, Arsenal moving quick, man. Andre Alberta's moving quick. Mafia Berta, Don Berta. You better believe it. Whatever name you want to call this guy, because Arsenal moving finally quick in this transfer window. A deal after deal. Want to go through all the confirmed deals today, guys. Make sure you hit like buttons on the video. Subscribe channel if you are new as well. Make sure you hit the notification bell while you're doing that, because you don't want to miss news. The news is coming thick and fast, and you don't want to miss it. And we hear every single day. So big at everyone for the sport. Big up on 12K as well. Absolute legends, and on the road to 13K now. So big at everyone. You lot are absolute real ones every single time. But let's get right into the news. Viktor Gyökeres, then, of course, the news broke in the recent days. We reached a full agreement with Sporting Lisbon in terms of the fee. And the whole, we already know about the player side of things, didn't we? Anyway, how much he wanted to come to Arsenal and how much you push the move as well. All there's left to do now is, according to Fabrizio, negotiations between Arsenal and Sporting remain ongoing in London with all parties involved. After commission reduced by agent plus 63.3 million fee agreed. Um, Already, Sporting asked for 10 million add-ons to be easy / guaranteed. Arsenal and agents remain in talks to get the final green light. So it's very, very close, guys. It's just the last little detail to get sorted out. This final push for the deal. Now, Arsenal do remain very confident that they can get this deal done, but by Thursday, or at least by when they fly out to Singapore, which is going to be on the Saturday. Arsenal will be flying out. We have a behind closed door friendly against Watford, but then we do, as soon as that game ends, we literally get on the plane and we fly to Asia, to Singapore. Arsenal hopeful to get everything done, the medical, him being ready to go for the preseason tour in Singapore. That's the big key there. We want him in before preseason. Which I think, yeah, this will get done. It's been moving pretty fast in the recent days anyway. So it's only a matter of time now. Of course, I know we just want that. Here we go. But when you look at Ornstein, when you look at, these other journalists out there, they're saying, we've reached a full agreement with him. As we know, with the player side and the fee, that was a big thing was holding this deal back, was actually, the fee, and that whole agent commission as well. I think the agent wanted a bit of money on top, and Sporting didn't like that. So that's the big thing that's holding the deal back, was all this fee side of things. But that seems to be sorted out now. Arsenal seems to be progressing really well with it, and is ready to go. The fee's ready. Obviously, there has been an agreement on the fee, but now it's just, I think, to do with this structure of add-ons again. And they all they want Sporting is 10 million euros add-ons to be easy and guaranteed, basically, which doesn't seem to be any problems with that. Arsenal are willing to do that, as we know, and that's why obviously the deal's really progressed in the recent days. So yeah, Gyokeres, guys, on his way obviously to Arsenal. Only a matter of time now. We can literally get it today, tomorrow. So keep your eyes peeled for that one, people. Absolutely buzzing with this deal. This is a phenomenal signing. Haven't really been this excited for a signing since probably Declan Rice. And if you want to go further back, maybe Nicolas Pepe, Aubameyang in January, sort of low. This is the type of signing that gets you excited, gets you something to look forward to the next season. And normally we got the striker in. We got the striker in. First striker we've had, out and out striker. This guy could and will truly be the Aubameyang replacement. And we've missed Aubameyang for 4 seasons now, ever since he left. So we actually do have an out and out striker, and Butter's done it in 2 months effectively. Something that Edu couldn't do at all. In how many years he was at Arsenal. So yeah, very, very happy. I mean, this seems to be more leaning towards, of course, Arteta has played a part, but this for me seems to be more leaning towards Berta's type of player, a Berta signing sort of thing, because we know how much we wanted Sesko, but Berta's wanted Gyökeres even when he's at Atletico Madrid, and he's obviously pushed for the move completely, and he's going to get his guy, and hopefully. And I think we're all confident this guy's going to be the guy that we're missing, people. The answer to our striker problems. And I'm absolutely buzzing. I'm looking forward to him coming in, and he quietly has got a lot to prove, and that's what I love about his mentality. He's wanted Arsenal for a while now. He took a pay cut just to sign for Arsenal. He did an interview saying he didn't get a chance to Premier League and he's coming back for some revenge. So he's gonna be fired up from that. He's gonna be fired up for it. He's gonna have that mentality to make a difference at Arsenal, and he believes to be that main guy that's gonna come in and be that difference maker. So hopefully, also to be that striker to get us over the line. So absolutely buzzing with this one, guys. Gyokeres, very very close. Only a matter of time now, people. Some other deals to talk about. Mosquera. Now, Mosquera is officially coming to Arsenal. As you can see here, there's a video of him getting to his flight to London to Arsenal. Um, you can see him here at this. I don't know what airport he's at. I presume somewhere near Valencia, maybe. But yeah, he's obviously at the airport now on his way to Arsenal to complete his medical and obviously get all of that signed. Of course, should be announced in the next couple of days as well. Again, he should be ready to go for pre-season. You can see him here basically saying in this, he's been interviewed saying Mosquera has bid farewell to Valencia if he's moved to Arsenal. He said, "This is my home, it always will be." He arrived when he's 12 years old and I'm leaving as a man. He's a bit sad, of course, but very confirmed there, that he is coming to Arsenal, Mosquera there. And Fabrizio also goes on to say Mosquera medical at Arsenal have been booked, documents in place between the clubs. Mosquera will sign a new long-term deal later this week. Here we go, it's fully confirmed. So Arsenal sign another player, a young defender, of course, can play both sides of centre back, right back as well. We can actually play, and it'd be interesting to see if he does play right back at Arsenal because obviously Timbers just came back from a long-term injury, an operation. Ben White doesn't seem that fully fit as well. I know he played the end of the season, but it wouldn't surprise me if we actually did play Cristhian Mosquera in right back to start the season, to be fair, just to see how Timber is. But yeah, he's coming in, obviously. What I've noticed with this guy as well, I'm not going to sit here and lie like, I've watched him at all because I don't think nobody really watches, all due respect to Valencia. But, the small size I've seen of him, he looks really, really quick in terms of like as a defender, as a centre back. He's got the pace about him. But other than that, time will tell how good this guy is going to be. I mean, it's just good for depth, isn't it? At the end of the day, it's a good bit of depth, and the fee as well. I think was around 13 million plus a few add-ons, so around 70 million pounds for this guy. He rejected many clubs. He only wanted Arsenal as well. So yeah, I think overall this is going to be a fairly decent signing. Definitely a sensible signing, I'll say, with Cristhian Mosquera there. And of course, finally, Noni Madueke, obviously, he's pictured yesterday. Again, this one could be announced today, tomorrow as well. Arriving to his so that allows him basically arriving to do his medical, which he of course passed there as well. And yeah, Fabrizio said he will sign his contract until June 2030 later, and he passed his medical there. And also with Madueke, expected to him to join. So he's expected to sign before Arsenal depart for the Asian tour. So it'll be announced before, this week. But he may not join up with the squad until they return due to the participation in the Club World Cup. So basically, Noni Madueke will not be getting a pre-season with Arsenal due to the fact he'll be resting after the Club World Cup. So we won't see him on pre-season at all. We'll see him when he first comes back. I don't know if he will be starting the first game of the season, to be honest with you. But this Madueke deal, as we know, around 50 million, 52, 53, whatever it was as a total fee. We pay 48 million as a fixed fee as well, didn't we? For me, I'm still not convinced at all by the signing. I'm really not. It's just the fact that we're funding Chelsea. It's the fact that what if, this is going to be our winner our only winner. What if we miss out on another winner now, like Rodrigo, for example, when he goes elsewhere because he splashed a lot of money in Madueke? What if we don't get Eze? Like, I still think we'll get Eze, but I just look at the price tag. And I know what people will say about, if football's different now. But I just look at the price tag and I think over 50 million pounds for a backup for Saka. Is he really going to be a backup for Saka? He may play on the right wing, but is he really going to be a backup for Saka? I honestly see this guy playing on the left wing for Arsenal next season. I kind of think this is what Arteta thinks of an upgrade from Martinelli, and I just don't see it, honestly. And I do think we could miss out on Rodrigo, people, or another top-class winner like that. We may still get Eze. I think we will still get Eze. But Rodrigo, nah. Signing Madueke for this amount of money, I just don't see him playing on the right wing personally. I could be wrong, and we must be minted then if we're willing to splash 50 mil on a backup. for Saka, but I can honestly picture this guy playing on the left wing for Arsenal Football Club next season. You know, because he played there in the Club World Cup, didn't he, at Chelsea? He played their Club World Cup at Chelsea, and yeah, I mean, for me, again, I don't get the signings, to be honest. I really don't understand it. If I'm being real with it, I think there's so many better players who are out there that would have been better than Madueke, in my honest opinion. Now, it doesn't mean he's, you know, like I ain't calling him a like a I ain't abusing the guy, but I just not really rated him at all in the recent years. I think at PSV when he first burst on the scene, he looked pretty decent, but he's nothing spectacular at PSV. You know, he looked decent. His first season at Chelsea as well, he looks all right. But again, it comes to the point where we get to someone like Madueke, and okay, he has the technical ability. He gets in the right areas, but when it really matters, is the final third, is the end product for me. That is where we're gonna get more frustrated when we watch this guy. You know, he may have all the fancy footwork and can do step overs and can look very technically gifted. But when it really matters in the final third, which it is going to do when we play against these low block teams, we have to be clinical in the final third. The chance that we do get as well. That's a big thing. You know, is he going to be able to do that? Because I see him as another Martinelli personally. And in terms of just at times can get in the right areas, but when it really matters is the final third is the end product. I feel like winners now, you look at some winners, some of the top class winners in the world, for example, like Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, Desadoué. Dembele had it as well. Like we remember Dembele just didn't have that confidence in the final third, and the decision making was a big thing. You think about Dembele at Barcelona, even his first couple of seasons at PSG. Dembele is a totally different player now, and that's down to the manager, Enrique. And the system that he's played, and Dembele looks 10 times, 20 times a different player than he was. But he had a problem with it. I look at winners in the Premier League like Doku, for example. Savio at Man City. I mean, some of the Chelsea, like Madueke himself last season at Chelsea and across the years. When it really matters is in the final third is the decision making. If you have decision making as a winner, you can go really far. So yeah, for me, people, I don't get the Madueke signings, to be honest with you. Yes, we needed a Saka backup. Yes, we need a Saka competition. I'm not denying that, but I think there's better options out there for that position. But yeah, we have to wait and see. I mean, listen, this is I ain't abusing the guy or anything. This is me giving criticism, which is justified as well, people. I ain't gonna sit here and back every single signing because Arteta signed him. If Arteta wants someone in, I'm not doing that, people. I don't have to gas up every single sign that we get linked to it. Like, just say it how it is, people. If you rate me, rate, and if you don't, just say how it is. There's no wrong. There's nothing wrong criticizing a signing at all. Of course, when he puts on the Arsenal shirt, we're all gonna get behind him. It don't matter, especially even when we watch at home. Actually, I don't know what I did there. Hit myself in the mic. If you watch at home, if you go to the games or whatever, you're gonna get behind every single player because they put on the shirt and they're playing for Arsenal Football Club. It happens every single. It don't matter who you are. Like you always do that, but you also have a right to, as fans as well, what we've seen over the years at Arsenal in the transfer windows. That's one thing I don't want to do is regret the signing, like we always do in the windows. Like we look back in the season, we say, why did we sign him? Or why didn't we sign that player? Oh, but we missed out on this player. We can't have this window, man. So if it works out, I'll fully on my hands up and say fair play to the guy. If it doesn't, then it's just the same old Chelsea player, going through their funding Chelsea, more money, going through their rubbish bins, and ultimately signing their rejects. Is Madueke a reject? I mean, Chelsea fans can tell you that, but it has to work out at Arsenal. You can't spend that much money on a Madueke, and he doesn't work out, and he plays very similar to how he has been at Chelsea. And what Chelsea players really worked out at Arsenal, and there's a whole list that we signed of them people. So, yeah, listen, if he comes in and proves us wrong, then fair play. But I'm not convinced personally. That's my honest opinion. But yeah, everyone who watches the videos, they make sure everyone already smash like on the video. Sub channel if you are new as well. We're every single day. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Looking forward to preseason starting as well. We'll be going live for every single preseason game. Don't miss that. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. As always, come on, you Gunners. Thank you everyone for watching.